Everyone knows the name Pacquiao, a name synonymous with greatness, a legend forged in the boxing ring. But this story is different. This is not about the father. This is about the son. This is the story of Jimuel Pacquiao, a young fighter carving his own path, fighting for his own name. Growing up, Jimuel lived a life many could only dream of. He had comfort, endless opportunities, and the legacy of a global icon as his father. But that fame, that legacy, is a double-edged sword. Wherever he went, people didn't see Jimuel. They saw Manny's son. A shadow he was determined to step out of. He wanted everyone to see him for who he is, not just who his father is. Interestingly, boxing wasn't his first choice. He tried other sports. He could have chosen a quiet life away from the spotlight, but something kept pulling him back to the gym. It was the discipline, the grueling work, the fire that burns within every true fighter. The moment he put on those gloves and felt the leather connect with the mitts, everything changed. He had found his calling. Manny never pushed him into the sport. In fact, he initially hoped his son would choose a different path. But when he saw Jimuel's passion, his unwavering dedication, he became his biggest supporter, standing by his side all the way. But the road was never going to be easy. Jimuel's early amateur fights were tough. The critics were harsh, and the pressure was immense. Every punch he threw was compared to his father's legendary power. Every mistake he made was magnified under the giant shadow of the Pacquiao name. It was a burden that could have crushed anyone. But instead of quitting, instead of giving in to the noise, Jimuel used it as fuel. He trained harder, pushed his limits, and focused on his own growth. He wasn't fighting for the world's approval. He was fighting to become a better version of himself. And just as he was preparing for the biggest chapter of his boxing career, his life took another beautiful turn. Jimuel became a father. Holding his own child for the first time gave him a new perspective, a deeper purpose. It was a profound moment that redefined his mission. Suddenly, he wasn't just fighting for his own name anymore. He was fighting for a future, for a legacy he could pass on to his own child. November 29, 2025. The lights shine down on the Pechanga Resort Casino. This is it. Jimuel Pacquiao steps into the ring for his professional debut. Tonight, he isn't just Manny Pacquiao's son. He is Jimuel, a fighter with his own story, his own struggles, and his own dreams. He carries the weight of a name but walks with the strength of his own journey. Many say he'll never reach his father's greatness. But maybe that's not the point. Maybe that was never his goal. Jimuel simply wants to become the best version of himself as a boxer, as a son, and now, as a father. His journey is only just beginning, and no matter what happens inside that ring, he has already proven one undeniable truth: the heart of a fighter runs deep in his blood. Thanks for watching.